YouTube? Shinobi here, vlog time for whatever month this is, May. Excuse me, voice is a little bit raspy. I just got over a cold. And so now my voice is kind of going in and out. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not. So just kind of bear with me a bit here. So I will try to keep this as brief as possible. But it's been a while. It's been a very long couple of weeks. So at the end of April, I forgot what day we actually left, but at the end of April, we flew down to Louisiana for Jedimon's wedding, which I filmed nothing of. I brought my camera. I had intentions on shooting like a mini R the movie sort of thing, but I don't like filming a lot. The benefit of Morphicon is that I got Kat to do a lot of the filming. And I suppose she could have this time, but a lot of the kind of fun moments were just me and Kevin out looking for toys or something. And it's less fun when I have to do the filming myself. So I did nothing. But there are a couple pictures that may or may not have flashed on the screen. I don't know. It depends on how ambitious I am. Of that, and it was really, really fun. So huge thanks to him for letting me be a part of his big day. It was nice to go down there. His family was super duper awesome. Many hearts to them for taking good care of us. We definitely really appreciate it, and we'll be back whenever we can afford it. So we'll see. But I am looking forward to seeing them all again. That was a really good time. But that was a week in which I had no videos because I had nothing prepped, because the week before that was very hectic for me. Trying to get everything together before we left. So I had no videos to go up that week I was gone. I came back. There was a lot of stuff to catch up on here in the house with my medical bills and this and that. And so that just got hectic. I filmed everything that's up. As of right now, I filmed the 1-Up box, the arcade block, the Pokemon unboxing, and then the Fresh Orange and Fresh Pine Lockseeds. That's all I got to film before I left again in the past 3 days for Mother's Day. So it has been a lot of absence from my house. So I couldn't get to anything, really. But thankfully, I didn't really have a whole lot to do that wasn't backlog. Because I have 2 boxes behind me. That's an HLJ order and an AmiAmi Oki order. That has all of the stuff for last month and the beginning of May. Or not May. It's all April, I think. In it. So that stuff was all stuff in April that I planned to get before or right as soon as I got back. But because of Golden Week, which happens about the 28th through the 7th, April to May, that got held up because I couldn't pay for the shipping because I didn't have any money until I got paid. So I couldn't pay for the shipping, so I couldn't ship before Golden Week, so I had to ship after Golden Week. And then I left, and it was a lot of hassle. But they're finally here. So I can finally get my iPhone case that I've been very much looking forward to getting. But we will get to that. Before that, right before I left, I missed a box that did get here. It was a very small box with 1 item in it. This is the Gaim Lockseed movie special clear version or whatever the heck it is. It's a Gaim Lockseed. Same sort of molding as the one that's in the Armored Rider set. But obviously different colors and a little bit different of a sound set. I will be taking a look at this probably tomorrow. In the Armored Rider Lock set on Friday. And then Monday, we will start looking at the stuff in probably the HLJ box first. So speaking of, I do think that's everything that I wanted to address. I just wanted to thank Jedimon again and go over why there's been pretty much nothing of awesome on my channel recently. So let's go ahead and kickstart this. I don't know why I say that. It's a really weird way to phrase it, to kickstart something. Speaking of Kickstarter, everyone that has any remote interest in games like Banjo-Kazooie should go back Yooka-Laylee. The same team that did Banjo-Kazooie and Donkey Kong 64 for that matter, is working on this absolutely amazing looking new game that is basically a spiritual sequel to Banjo-Kazooie. Same play style, same everything. And it looks really cool. If you have an interest in Castlevania, then there is a cool game that creator is doing called Bloodstained that is also on Kickstarter. So you might want to go take a look at that if you so wish. So I got a lot of big poofy things. Poofies, poofies, poofies. Okay, where do I start? Okay, so we have the Formula Shift Car set. This came out at the very beginning of April, and I'm just now getting it. So that is a good idea of where I'm at right now. It came out at the beginning of April. I didn't feel like shipping it by itself, and so I wanted to wait until the Signal X came out. So that is here as well. And then at that point I was like, I might as well just wait one more week for Bison King. Bison King, yay, to come out. And then at that point, Golden Week hit right there. Right after Bison King came out, so then I was screwed. So, waiting was stupid, but that's how last month worked, basically. It was a lot of kicks in the butt, really. It's in here somewhere. Because of the Signal X, I did get the Shift Prototype Shift Speed. I don't forgot what it was called. It's a Proto Speed. It's Chase's car thing. Oh, it just fell out of the package. Okay. Well, that is pretty. It's got a matte finish, and I like matte finish on Facebook, so I like it a lot. That is nice. Oh, it's DX Click style, too. Oh, new favorite shift car revealed. For sure. So that is really nice. I'm glad I got a hold of one of those, because I would probably hunt one down if I didn't. But thankfully I did. So that is here, too. I will take a look at that in the Signal X review, just because those go together. What else is in here? There's a lot of weird stuff in here. HLJ had a sale in which Figuarts Forza Magnet States was $3. So I said, why not? And I picked one up because I want to put him on my shelf and go, that ugly thing only cost me $3. This World of Nintendo figure cost me more than this Figuart did. So, that was my sole reasoning for getting it, honestly. And then I picked one up from my buddy, too. So, Joey's got one. And then lastly, this thing. This is a Pokemon Zukon, which is a Pokedex. That's the Zukon's basically encyclopedia. So, Pokemon Encyclopedia, which is a Japanese name for the Pokedexes. And this is, I don't know what kind of, like, hellhole they dug this out of, but they said they found it in their warehouse. This is a Pokedex toy circa Gold and Silver. I think 2001, I think is when this is copyrighted. But, this was of high interest for me. One, because it's a vintage Pokemon item, which I really dig. And two, I will dig it out for the actual, if I do a review on this. But the US Gold and Silver Pokedex was gold. While the ones in the video game were always red. So, I really wanted this one for my Pokedex collection to accurately represent the one that's in the game. And this is actually 100% still sealed, which I almost want to keep that way, but I'm not going to keep it like that because I bought this to own, dang it. So, this is like a 14-year-old toy that they just sort of found in their warehouse. I expect the mold to be very similar. If I can get it out of the plastic. So, this is actually a lot lighter, but it doesn't have batteries in it yet. This is a lot lighter. I think the US one had a button. So this is definitely a different mold. Okay, so this folds down, and then that folds that and locks. So you flip it open, and it's like, bam! So I think that's as far as this lever goes. I don't want to force it. So there is the inside. It doesn't look like... There might be an LED in there. But you got sort of just like the simple Game Boy sort of feel to it. So I'll pop some batteries in this, take a look at it, and maybe throw a review up for this. But it was a really cool find on there. They actually had a few of them. Because it stayed in stock for a little bit after I got mine. So I don't know how many they actually ended up having. I probably should have maybe ordered 2. But, there might have been a limit of 1 on these. But, a very cool find that I was very, very much pleased to find in their sale. That's a really weird thing to find. So that is cool. In other news, I was at Walmart today and finally found Stockman Fly. Not that I do those turtle reviews, but it's something I found. So anyway, on to the AmiAmi and Oki box. Next week is going to be pretty much all this. I'm kind of going to work my way. I'll start with this on Monday, then start with this next, and then Bison King on Wednesday. And then I think there's some stuff in there that we can look at too. So let's get cracking to the AmiAmi box. I found it! Pardon. I found the iPhone case I've been waiting for so long. Ever since I pre-ordered this, I wanted it like right away. This is an iPhone 6 Plus case, since that is what I own. And as you can maybe see, if it wants to focus on it. Probably not, so I'll take a picture of it and put it on here. But it is a Gengar iPhone case. It says Gengar on it because that's how they Romanize it, even though it's Gengar in Japanese. But that's how they do it because of Doppelganger. But anyway, I am super excited to have this. It's a simple shell case. It's just a simple clip-on shell case, but I love Gengar. Gengar is and always has been one of my favorite Pokemon. So I'm really super excited to have an iPhone case for him that just looks really freaking sweet. So, super excited for that. On to other stuffs. That isn't the single most thing I was looking forward to. I finally have the Dragon Fruits Energy Lockseed. That is finally here. So I got that. We can take a look at that. And then also, talking about Lockseeds, I got the Blu-ray release of the Gaiden movie. And of course, with that is the Eden faceplate and Forbidden Apple Lockseed set with it. So we will take a look at the Lockseed at least. Gaiden subs are out, I believe, from a group I haven't heard of. So your mileage may vary on those. But the Blu-ray release will play in all players since the Blu-ray is region-free. But no subs on the official releases. So you're going to be going in blind, basically. Or deaf, maybe? Maybe deaf is a more accurate term for this, since you don't know what they're saying. But anyway, I digress. Moving along to some Figuarts. Hi, Mei. We got the Shinkocho Seiho Kuga Mighty, which is really cool. Still haven't taken a look at the Kabuto release that I did pick up from HLJ a while back. So we will take a look at that at some point. And we also have Iron Man Mark 43, which I purchased going, oh, that's how he looks in Age of Ultron. Not realizing that there was a Mark 45 that appeared at the end of the movie. So I don't know if I'm going to kind of like open up and play and review this one and then sell it when Mark 45 comes out, or keep both. I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing yet. But I will hopefully be able to take a look at him. And then I also picked up, I like the small boxes. The small boxes are really neat. Because Drive Type Speed doesn't have any frickin' accessories. There's Mimi. So, can you move, please? Here, I'll move the box. Can you get out of the way? You want to sniff it? Sniff Drive? Okay. The Stormtrooper, that's my face. The Stormtrooper Figuarts box is about the same size. But I think that's really neat. But I picked this up only because if I start collecting the Shinkocho Seiho releases, which are probably going to be main rider forms only, I don't think they're going to do things like Gaim or Drive, because they're already using a very similar base mold. Other than she just keeps bashing me in the head. So I picked up Drive Type Speed, and of course with him is the Max Flare tire accessory set thing. So we'll take a look at those. Get out of the camera. So we'll take a look at those, hopefully. I've got a huge Figuarts backlog now. That is just all sorts of crazy. I'll just keep talking. I've got Kira Diamond, Luigi, Kachidoki Arms, Shinkocho Seiho Kabuto, Blue Beat, Black Beat. Hey guys. So I've got quite a selection of Figuarts to do still. So, hopefully after the newer stuff that's in this box, and after Star Ninja's Burger and Sword guitar come out, we'll take a look at some Figuarts. We'll prioritize those a bit, since I don't normally do that anymore. I also picked up one of these because it was on AmiAmi. Not this, but it's stuck. I picked up a Amiibo Toad from AmiAmi. I have an Amiibo Toad that I have and opened, but I just kind of thought it'd be cool to have a Japanese one that's sealed, because it says Kinopio on the side instead of Toad. So I might get another English Toad if I can ever find another one, to have both the Japanese and English boxed on my display. I love Toad a lot. He's my bro. So now I have a cool Kinopio amiibo to add to my box display, which isn't that big. This is Kevin's fault. So this is the Mega Bangle and Metagross set that I got purely because the Mega Stone in it is something I needed. And Kevin kept rubbing it in my face that, oh, I got the Metagross set and you didn't. So I went and bought the Metagross set. So, screw you, bro. So I got that Mega Stone now. So that's cool. The other Mega Bangle will probably just ask Jeff if he wants it or something. So I got that. I never actually reviewed the normal Mega Bangle, so I might take a look at that at some point. I am very behind and I hate it. I really do. But we're getting there one step at a time, I suppose. I got the fighting action robo of Shurikenjin here, which is pretty exciting. I really dig this line a lot. Voice is going. I really need something to drink, but I don't have anything here, so I'm gonna have to deal with it. But as I was saying, I really do like this line. It's posable and fun, and I really dig it. I never took a look at Tokyo Rainbow, so I'm probably gonna take a look at Tokyo Rainbow before I get to this one. But it is something to expect to pop up at some point. It actually looks like they did a pretty good job on that. And as for exclusives, we have a Cure Melody from Sweet Precure, my favorite Precure series. So I'm really excited they finally got to doing Sweet. So that's really cool. And then we also have another Cure Melody, because this one is for Joey. So we got that, and then Super Tatuba S.I.C. is here as well, because I don't know what self-control is. So that about covers everything, I think. So the only thing that really isn't represented here that I still have on order from my memory, outside of the exclusives for May, which I don't even remember what they are. If I can get to my mouse, which I can go take a look-sees. But I do have the burger and the guitar on order. Those will come out this weekend, actually, on the 16th. So if I get those, I will either ship them right away or wait, I think is it 2 weeks? Then it would be 2 weeks. The individual shurikens come out on the 30th, which is really annoying, so I'll probably end up shipping the burger and stuff on its own. Oh, TK Chaser comes out, too. So I'll probably ship those 4 things, providing I get them all, when those come out this weekend. The only other thing I got on the agenda is S.H.Figuarts Yoshi will be at AmiAmi, and the individual Momo Ninja Shuriken, and the others if they do different noises. If they don't, I'm just canceling them. As for exclusives, we have the Watermelon Lockseed, the Lupin Gunner, and TK Proto Drive, as well as the Figuarts G-Stag and Rattle set, and Cure Rhythm. So that's exciting. I'll have all the Beetleborgs, so I'll probably just do like a Beetleborg week, and I'll do those 3 Beetleborg reviews. So that'll be fun. And I'll throw 2 more Figuarts in there too, maybe Luigi and Yoshi or something. So we shall see. But that's about your outlook for May. We don't have that much time left in May. I do have another trip coming up in June, but I'm going to try to be more planned for that one. And actually have stuff to upload while I'm gone. That is the goal, anyway. So we shall see how that works. But lots of stuff here. I'm overwhelmed on what to do first and what to open first. So we shall see. But, yeah, lots of cool stuff on the horizon. I will say that at least. So, I will stop rambling since it's already hit 25 minutes or so. 26 minutes probably by the time I get done. And that's a long time, so as always, for those of you that stuck around to hear me ramble and open crap, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, so go ahead and hit up my Ask FM or Twitter or Facebook or comment down below or anything like that. And keep an eye on the review schedule to kind of get a slight idea of what I'm attempting to do throughout the week. It's really hit or miss, but we'll certainly try. So I'm tired of talking. My voice is going. And I got a lot of toys to play with while I watch something on my computer. Don't know what. Probably Garo. I think Drive's out too. I haven't watched that yet either. Also, tonight we are recording the first episode of the 6th season of the RR podcast. So For those of you that don't know, the R Podcast is a podcast I do every week with Dawson Rider and Jedimon, and then whoever else we happen to grab that week, should we have any other additional people on the show. So it gets pretty crazy a lot of times, actually. That's our motto, is crazy. So if you haven't yet to check it out, I do urge you to do so. It is really fun. 6 years we've been doing this darn podcast, so I might make a different video to put up as a little ramble vlog thing after we record the episode tonight. Just to kind of go over my thoughts on everything. I got a lot of things I want to say. I kind of said a lot of them on Twitter, but I like being more vocal about everything. So huge thanks, but I will get to that again. Huge thanks for sticking around in this video, this long and probably boring video. So thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.